this is another opportunity for you that will, you just need to listen. You just need to listen. So I am not going to do a lot of talking, but if you're coming to the UK, then this is for you. Hello friends, welcome again to my channel. This is your one and only Waka Waka Doctor, always bringing you the best gist with respect to moving abroad. You know how we do it here. We share information with respect to moving abroad, irrespective of any country you want to go to. This is your go-to channel. I tell people I am not an immigration consultant, but every information that I share is a consequence of my travel experience. You will agree that after being to 65 plus countries, and I've lived and worked in 5 of them, you would agree with me that I've got the information to be able to share these things. I also like to say, for those who fall prey to scammers, I am not on WhatsApp, I am not on Telegram. So if you get comments in the comment section saying Telegram this, WhatsApp this, it is not me. I am begging you, it is not me. I also want to share that I've got a book, a fantastic book that is titled Move Abroad by Force. Move Abroad by Force. And if it tells you how you can move abroad on your own without the use of any agent, just reading the book and following the process step by step. If you want to get the book, it's in the description box of this video. I also tell people that if you want to reach out to me, the only way to do it is in the description box of this video. This video we're watching now, this video you're watching is amazing. It's going to blow your mind. Listen, for those who go to the UK and think, oh, you can only go to the UK as a student, you can only go to the UK as a healthcare worker, you pay £20,000 as a student, you pay 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 pounds for COS as a healthcare worker, which is by the way, it's not legal. But this is another opportunity for you that will, you just need to listen. You just need to listen. So I am not going to do a lot of talking, but if you're coming to the UK, then this is for you. Let me bring up my guest, like I always do all the time. You see him chilling, he's in the UK, is the boss. Philip, how are you doing? Quick introduction.
Guest. How are you doing, bro?
Not too bad, brother. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Quick introductions here.
Yeah, my name is Philip Ojire, Creative Director for Freak Vote, formerly known as Shed Freak. I moved into the UK with my family via the Global Talent Visa under the Art and Culture category, then the fashion route. And as I always tell people, I'm not a tailor. I'm just a product designer with fashion. That's basically my day-to-day job with my business. So either this information is for people with either you're a tailor, you're a fashion designer, you're a product designer, you're a fashion stylist, this category would favor you.
Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you very much. So let's get into the crux of the gist now. You've told us who qualifies for this. People want to know the process. People want to know what is involved. How can I get into the groove of this? So share with us.
Okay, first of all, the eligibility has to be that you've got minimum of a 5 years experience in the fashion industry. There are 2 categories. We've got the exceptional talent and the exceptional promise. Now, let me break it down. Why I said if so many people are qualified and you don't even know. Now, the exceptional talents are for people who have made a significant achievement in the fashion space or fashion industry. Why? People who have won international awards, they've done international collaborations, etc. The exceptional promise are for young and upcoming designers, people who have either just done 1 or 2 collections, graduating collections, collaborations, people who have helped people won award, either you made a dress and they even won an award like AMA Awards and AMVCAs and all that. You are qualified for this. You are a talent, but the problem is you're not just proud of your work. So many Nigerians are very creative fashion designers, but they are not just proud of their work because they don't put out their work out there. So the category, you have 3 recommendation letters and 10 pieces of evidences. And in that 10 pieces of evidences, you have where you have media recognitions, industry recognitions, proof of luxury sales, and support and sponsorship. So you must bring those 10 evidences from at least 2 of those categories. It looks simple, but it also looks tricky if you don't understand it. So many people, I think if you go on the Tech Nations, you see that 98% of people that have gotten it, if they'll be truthful to you, they went through a guide. So it's either it's professional or it's advisable that you also go with a guide, because I've seen some people that said, oh, I got this, I think I've got it, and they went to do it by their own, and their it was like a wasted effort. And now
can you go back a little bit? You said that you need 3 recommendation letters and
yes, please.
10 evidences. So the 3 recommendation letters come from who?
Okay, so 3 recommendation letters, they must all be either fashion organizations, or fashion leaders, or fashion practitioners. Now, 1 must come from the UK, 2 can come from your country or any other country, but 1 must come from the UK. Yeah, so the media publications also should be reviews, articles about you, not paid sponsored ads or sponsored advertisement, you trying to advertise your collection. No, it should be reviews and articles about your work.
How would they know?
That's why they need me.
Okay, fantastic. So yeah, so what are the steps involved now? You have this 3 recommendation letter, you have this 10 evidences you've spoken about. What's the process that is involved now?
See, I always tell people, I think this is one of the cheapest and is most friendly visa route. First, let's understand that it's a tier 1 visa. The benefits are amazing. If you compare to other visa routes, the benefits are amazing. It's a straight pathway to citizenship. The other process, all you just need is just to make your documents, your documentations, and the evidences align. Once the evidence is sick, because the art and culture is being judged by the Arts Council of England. So once they assign your application to a judge, they are judging you based on your evidences. This visa is all about you. It's all about you. So that's why it's all about your name, like your full name, Waka Waka Doctor, for example. It's not all about, so it's all about you. So you should be intentional of everything you put in about you. So once there's a mistake about you, so from your recommendation letters to your evidences, everything should be tied about you. If once you miss that step, it starts looking like something is fishy, And yes, and before you know, they will tell you that your evidence don't match, and unfortunately you're not being endorsed.
So is there a website that people can apply? I know that some people, of course, we're going to come to that. Some people will want you to guide them, and you have some people who will say they prefer to do it on their own. I know it's better to be guided by someone who's got the experience. But if we have people who want to do it on their own, how can they get it done?
So, of every information is straightforward on the uk.gov site. That's the beautiful thing about the UK. They put every information they feel or they think you should know about on their website. So you can go start the process yourself, apply. I think you pay £620 or so, 20 something pounds. They will split it into 2. You pay 450 something pounds when applying for the endorsement. Then after you've gotten the endorsement, you can now pay the balance. Then you have to pay the health subcharge when you're applying for the visa also. That's the good thing about it. But when you are applying, your dependents don't pay that fee. So the application fee is just for you. Until you get the endorsement, that's when your dependents can now start paying for any other stuff like the health subcharge they're supposed to pay for.
And
but
it's pretty simple. How long does the whole process take, and can you move with the family?
The fantastic thing is most people gather their evidence, are able to gather their evidences in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks. I was able to gather mine in 6 weeks. I have someone that shocked me. She was able to gather her evidences in 8 days.
It's the
I'm
person
telling you, she was
the person was
intentional. She was
desperate.
like, yeah, Philip, I am not sleeping. This person has got 10 years US visa. Her husband have got 10 years active US visa. But she understands the value of the global talent visa. I cannot, because my clients, I keep them private, you know. She understand 8 days. Because she had everything. The one she didn't have, she made sure she reached out to people and she got it. The ones that I needed, she needed help for me to get, we got it 8 days. And I told her there's another guy applying from the UK. He got his own in 17 days. So it's all about you being intentional.
Let me just speak out from what you just said now. You're saying that whether you're outside the UK or inside the UK, you can apply for this.
Fantastic. Whether you are in the UK or you're outside the UK, you can, anywhere in the world, you can apply for the global talent. So you can, most people are on student visa, most people are on care visa, most people are even on startup, is it startup or scale-up visa?
Innovator visa,
Yeah. No, yeah. So they had to just convert their visa. It's allowed. You can't convert.
And I mean, you didn't answer this. They can move with spouses and children and all that.
You can move. You know, the way it works is that as you're applying for your for the visa, you just add your dependents immediately. Let me even shock you. My son's visa dropped before me and my wife's visa. So I was like, me will pay for the stuff. I never get visa. And this young man, so I think in a couple of minutes or hours, that was when mine and my wife's own now dropped. Okay. It might be a network issue or something. So it just shows you that it's something that you can move the same day, the same time. Unlike some categories that your visa will come out there, maybe a couple of weeks or months later, you now apply for your dependent, or your dependent's own will come out. It comes out the same day if you applied for them the same day. So that's the fantastic.
That's amazing, guys. If you're interested in this,
sorry, before I go, this visa does not limit you to stay in the UK at all. The only thing you can do if you're planning to get citizenship, and you can't stay out of the UK in 180 days straight in a year. Like 180 days straight, that's about 6 months. It does not limit you. It means that you can come into the UK today and leave tomorrow. Yeah, it does not limit you because you're a global talent. They feel like, for example, now, if you're a musician now under the global talents category, do you know it covers musicians also?
I know it covers musicians.
Yeah. So if you have tours, they don't expect you to stay in the UK for a particular time, you know. So it does not limit you. I've been here, I've done lots of travels back and forth. It doesn't limit you. It does not limit your dependents also. And it's the only visa that can make you work for yourself and work for someone at the same time, be a consultant at the same time. In short, get multiple streams of income at the same time. Why? Because you are a global talent.
Well, for those who are ready to go through this on their own, I'm going to leave the link for application and all the information in the description box of this video. I've got 2 more questions for you, Philip. One is, what is the total cost? If anybody is ready to start now, how much because they want to know, how much will I spend from head to finish? Do you have an idea?
Okay, so let's say you're applying a solo for yourself, for example. I'll give 2 that for family and solo. So if you're applying for yourself, you're paying 600 and something pounds. Is it 620 pounds for the application, this stage 1? After you've gotten the visa, you now pay normal visa fees from maybe TLS also. Then the only extra money you're paying is the 623 pounds for NHS subcharge per year. It's a 5 years visa, so and it gives you that flexibility. So if you don't have money to pay for the 5 year stretch, you can pay for 1 year, which is 623 pounds. If you want 2 years, you pay 623 pounds multiplied by the number of years you want. So it's that pocket friendly. So it's not compulsory that you pay for 5 years. If you're adding your family, also you're paying that same NHS subcharge for each of your family member, multiplied times the number of years. But you know that most Nigerians, we just, because the UK changes her policies every time, we just close our say we'll pay for the 5 years. But if you read it carefully, it tells you that you can renew your visa as much as you want with ease.
That's amazing.
You don't need to go back to Nigeria to renew your
when
visa.
you are applying for your visa, did you need to show special proof of funds in your account?
No. You don't need proof of funds. You don't need English tests. You don't need They didn't ask him. The only documentation you are doing are those evidences.
Evidences.
Told you to.
Wow.
Yes.
So tell us.
Even for my dependent.
Yeah, go ahead.
For my dependent, it was only my court marriage certificate, then my son's birth certificate. Those were the two. Yeah.
Okay, people want to know how they can reach you. How can they find you if they say, Philip, the coach, come and help us, guide us on how we can do this?
Oh, okay. If you want me to help you one-on-one, you can reach me via my Instagram at Philip Ojire or via my email address, mrphilipojire@gmail.com.
Can you spell that for us, please?
mrphilipojire@gmail.com. Philip Ojire, PHILIPOJIRE. That's my handle.
Instagram. All right, guys, there you go. That's been chatting with Philip. If you want him to help you, you can reach out to him, have a chat with the pros and cons, and see if you're able to use his services to be able to move you to the UK via the Global Talent Visa. Of course, if you want to do it on your own, I'm going to leave the link in the description box so that I can follow suit as well. But this is magic. You said it. For fashion designers, product designers, tailors, arts and creatives in the UK, outside the UK, anywhere in the world, you can apply for this. And this takes you a very short time. No need for IELTS, no need for proof of funds, no need for a lot of documentation. It is amazing. Look, Philip, thank you very, very much for coming and sharing this with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm hoping that people can
Let's help you move to Waka Waka Doctor's voice by fire.
By force. Thank you very much, brother.
Thank you so much for having me. Yes.
Thank you.